The average boutique owner is sitting on $15,000 of dead inventory that will never sell at full price, and they have no idea which items are actually making them money. I recently walked into a local high-end apparel shop, ran their last 6 months of Square sales data through a custom AI script, and identified $4,200 in wasted capital in exactly 20 minutes. Most people are using AI to write mediocre blog posts or generate weird images of cats in space. They are missing the biggest gold mine sitting right under their noses: B2B operational efficiency. Small and medium-sized retailers are drowning in data they don't know how to read. They buy inventory based on gut feelings and what they think is trendy, rather than what the numbers actually dictate. This is why most of them fail within 5 years. They aren't bad at curation, they are bad at math. You are going to be the person who brings the math, powered by Claude 3.5 Sonnet and a few lines of Python that you don't even have to write yourself. This is how you build a 6-figure consulting business by becoming an AI-driven inventory architect. The problem with the current state of AI side hustles is that everyone is chasing the same low barrier to entry nonsense. Selling AI-generated stickers on Etsy or trying to build a faceless YouTube channel is a race to the bottom. You are competing with a million other people for pennies. If you want real money, you have to solve real business problems. Inventory distortion, which includes overstocking and stockouts, is a $2 trillion problem globally. Even at the local level, a shop doing $50,000 a month in revenue is likely losing $3,000 to $5,000 every month because they overordered the wrong size of jeans or ran out of the one candle that actually moves. They are terrified of their own data because Excel is intimidating and they don't have time to sit in a spreadsheet for 10 hours a week. That is where the opportunity lives. Most people who try to help these businesses do it wrong. They try to sell AI integration or digital transformation. Those are buzzwords that business owners hate because they sound expensive and complicated. Do not sell the tool, sell the result. Do not tell them you are using a large language model. Tell them you have a proprietary system that identifies exactly which products are vampire products, sucking the life out of their cash flow, and which ones are growth engines they need to double down on. Here is the step-by-step workflow for the AI inventory optimization method. First, you need to identify your target. You are looking for local or e-commerce retailers with at least 200 unique SKUs and a physical or digital point-of-sale system like Square, Shopify, or Lightspeed. These platforms allow owners to export their sales history as a CSV file. This file is your raw material. It contains the date of sale, item name, category, price, and cost of goods sold. To the shop owner, it's a mess of 10,000 rows. To you, it's a map of their profit. Step 2 is the data cleaning and preparation. You aren't going to do this manually. You're going to open Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which currently handles code and data logic better than GPT-4o, and you're going to use the artifacts feature. You upload that CSV and use a very specific prompt. You tell the AI, you are an expert retail data analyst. Analyze this sales data to identify the inventory turnover ratio for every category. Identify items with a high days sales of inventory count. Anything over 90 days is a red flag. Calculate the gross margin return on investment for each SKU. Most AI experts stop there. They just ask for a summary. That's useless. You need to go deeper. You need to ask the AI to write a Python script using the pandas and profit libraries to forecast demand for the next 90 days. The profit library, developed by Meta, is incredible for handling seasonality. If the shop sells more linen shirts in July than January, the AI needs to account for that. You tell Claude to execute the script and provide a buy-sell report. This report is your product. It should be a clean 3-page PDF. Page 1 is the liquidation list. These are the items that haven't moved in 60 days and are taking up valuable shelf space. Tell the owner to mark them down by 30% immediately to recoup the cash. Page 2 is the restock alerts. These are the high-velocity items that are at risk of stocking out in the next 2 weeks. Every day an item is out of stock is a day of lost revenue. Page 3 is the category shift. This shows them that while they think they are a shoe store, 60% of their profit is actually coming from accessories. I've seen this work in real time. I worked with a small outdoor gear shop that was convinced they needed to order more high-end tents for the summer season. After running their data through this workflow, we realized their tent margins were being eaten alive by shipping costs and slow turnover.
Meanwhile, their high-margin climbing chalk and carabiners were selling out every 4 days, leaving customers frustrated. By shifting just $5,000 of their buy budget from tents to climbing accessories, they increased their monthly net profit by $1,800. That is a tangible result you can charge for. Now, let's talk about the money. Do not charge by the hour. If you tell a business owner it took you 20 minutes to run an AI script, they will want to pay you $20. Instead, you charge a recovery fee or a monthly retainer. A solid entry point is a one-time inventory audit for $900. This gets you in the door and proves the value. Once they see that your audit saved them $3,000 in bad orders, you move them to a growth retainer of $500 to $1,500 a month. You tell them, I will run this analysis every 30 days to ensure your cash is always working for you. 10 clients at $1,000 a month is a six-figure business with almost zero overhead. Your only cost is your Claude subscription and maybe a few bucks for a nice reporting template on Canva. Why is this better than other AI side hustles? Because it's sticky. Once a business owner starts receiving these reports, they can't imagine going back to guessing. You become an essential part of their operations. You aren't a consultant, you are their data officer. The biggest hurdle you'll face isn't the technology. The AI is more than capable. The hurdle is the messy data problem. Small business owners often have inconsistent naming conventions in their POS systems. One person enters an item as blue shirt, large, and another enters it as LRG, blue tea. This breaks basic spreadsheets, but this is exactly where AI shines. You can tell Claude to normalize the data. Tell it to group similar items based on text strings and categorize them logically. This one step alone, cleaning their data, is worth hundreds of dollars to a business owner who has been staring at a broken spreadsheet for years. If you want to start today, do not spend 3 weeks building a website or a logo. Nobody cares about your logo. They care about their bank account. Go to a local retail area in your city. Walk into 3 shops that look like they have a lot of inventory. Ask for the owner. Tell them this. I'm a data analyst working with local retailers to unlock trapped cash in their inventory. I've been finding an average of $3,000 to $5,000 in wasted capital for shops your size. I'd like to run a free dead stock scan for you. If I don't find at least $1,000 in potential savings, you owe me nothing. If I do, we can talk about a full audit. You will get no a lot. That's fine. You only need one yes to get your first case study. Once you have that first PDF report showing real savings, you don't have to sell anymore. You just show the results to the next shop owner. Stop listening to the hype about AI agents that are going to replace all human labor next month. It's not happening yet. What is happening is a massive gap between the capabilities of modern AI and the ancient workflows of the small businesses that make up the backbone of the economy. Your job is to bridge that gap. You are the translator. You take the raw power of predictive modeling and turn it into a simple instruction. Buy more of this, sell all of that. This isn't a passive income dream. You have to send the emails, you have to talk to the owners, and you have to make sure the data is accurate. But it is a real business. It's a service that people are happy to pay for because the ROI is immediate and obvious. While everyone else is fighting over $5 gigs on Fiverr, you'll be the one helping the real world run more efficiently. If you're ready to actually build something, stop watching tutorials on how to prompt Midjourney for cinematic lighting. Start learning how to prompt Claude to analyze a CSV. Learn the basics of what a profit and loss statement looks like. The money isn't in the AI. The money is in the business that AI allows you to optimize. Go find a shop owner who is stressed out about their bills, take their data, and show them exactly where their money is hiding. That is how you win in the AI economy. If you want more workflows that actually solve business problems instead of just playing with toys, stay tuned. We're just getting started.